its journey in 1933 with just 5 airplanes, Turkish Airlines now has over 200 aircraft with the same passion and enthusiasm for service and quality that were present at its inception. Always beyond limits, Turkish Airlines will keep its secret of service by matching it with the Turkish hospitality. Please welcome Mr. Ahmet Olmuştur, the Chief Marketing of the brand, to listen to Turkish Airlines story from the first hand.
Good morning all. Welcome to Istanbul. My name is Ahmet Olmuştur. I'm the Chief Marketing Officer of Turkish Airlines. I have been with Turkish Airlines since 2005, almost like 12 years. And if you look at my title, it seems only I'm responsible for marketing, but it's not. Actually, I'm responsible for all the production planning, revenue management, sales and marketing and corporate communications. So I'm going to make you a brief presentation what Turkish Airlines made in the last, actually in 15 years, starting from the 2002 with a great start. Then what is the Turkish Airlines aims for the 2023, which is the 100th anniversary of the Republic of Turkey. So let me start. Yeah, this is our rankings of Turkish Airlines as of today. So if you have a look at the top, Turkish Airlines staying in the top level in terms of flying number of countries as an airline. We fly almost like 120 countries as of today. So in terms of flying to number of countries, Turkish Airlines has been staying in the first ranking as of today. So in terms of flying to a number of international destinations and also in Europe and some other, we have some great rankings, but the most important one, we have a huge network today. I'm going to give you some detail where we fly in the continents. So, you know, Skytrax, you have an idea about that, I'm sure, but let me give you just quick introduction. Skytrax is an independent airline ranking company. So, based on the Skytrax evaluation, Turkish Airlines has been ranking in the first place of Europe Airlines, best Europe airline in the last 6 consecutive years. So we're proud of that. So what are the best parts of our product? I'm sure you have a stop in our lounge Istanbul, which is our CIP salon in Atatürk Airport. But if you don't have a look yet, please drop by when you leave Istanbul. You see on the left side, we call it our lounges in Istanbul is bigger than some airports in the world. So it is. Yeah, this is where we fly at the moment. The red printed points are our ongoing and current destinations where we fly in the world, and the blue ones we are planning, still loading. So you see, we are mostly dominant in Europe, and also in terms of connecting Africa to the world, Turkish Airlines is staying in top again. So we fly almost like 50 destinations throughout Africa. So also in Europe and the Middle East and the Far East, we have a huge network. Also we fly almost like 15 destinations in the west part of the world, in the Atlantic Ocean side. Yeah, we fly to more countries than any other airline. So what we did in the last 12 years, as I mentioned before, if you go back to 2005, Turkish Airlines carried out almost like 14 million passengers. But less than 13 years, Turkish Airlines made it 5 times bigger, and now we carry out almost like in 2016, 62.7 million passengers, and our aim for 2017 is almost like 70 million. This is our segments, but the most important one is staying on the left, right type side, which is called the international to international transfer passengers. As having a huge network, as Turkish Airlines have today, we fly to 120 countries. So we made a great job, especially in international to international transfer passengers. In 2005, we had almost like 1.1 million transfer passengers, but now today we passed almost like 20 million limit. So this is one of the biggest segments of an airline which can increase, the number of passengers. So this is the most important one. Also, Turkey, based on the 2015 numbers, Turkey is the most sixth visited country in the world. So with the beauties of Turkey welcomes every year almost like 40 million visitors from all over the world. So we have a huge, also the international passengers, we call it local passengers, which come and go to Turkey. Also we have a huge domestic passenger potential. What we are going to do in 2017 is we are going to add some new destinations to our network. Actually, we did it in the first quarter of 2017. We started some new two Russian Federation destinations, and also we started one new in Ukraine. And the most important one, I think, for you, you guys travel a lot in the world. We're going to start the Phuket, which is one of the best, the touristic destinations in the world. We are going to start the Phuket destination in 17th of July 2017. So this is going to be our new destination. And what we did in 2016, we started almost like 16, I think, yeah, 60 or 20, no, 12, yeah, 12 destinations, as you see in the lower side of the presentation. We started Havana, which is one of the greatest touristic attractive destinations for especially the visitors, and also Caracas, Zanzibar, Seychelles, the Cluj, Romania, Hanoi, Vietnam, Košice in Slovakia, Atlanta, United States, Dubrovnik, Panama, Bogota, and Ivano-Franko in Ukraine. So this is our the Europe network. We fly almost like every capital of Europe countries, over 100 destinations. This is the second part of Europe flying map. Africa, we are very keen to, and we work very hard to connect Africa to the rest part of the world. So we fly almost like 50 destinations in Africa. Middle East, again, we are very good at in terms of covering all the Middle East. In Asia and Far East, in America, we fly 10 destinations. In the United States, in 2 destinations in Canada, and we started our new destinations in South America. You see Sao Paulo, Buenos Aires, the Bogota, Panama, and Caracas. And also, we are very great at the South America in terms of connecting South America to the whole world. Turkey, we fly every airport. Yes. In cargo, it's not related to you. We have a low-cost trademark which is called Anadolu Jet. Today it's flying domestic, but and we feed Turkish Airlines network as of today. Brand value. What we have done in the last 12 years is amazing. If you ask a regular, the traveler 12 years ago, only 20% of people have an idea about Turkish Airlines. But if you have a look at today's numbers, it's almost like 60% of people who travels throughout the world have an idea about Turkish Airlines. So we made it 3 times bigger in the last 12 years about the Turkish Airlines, popularity and the brand awareness. How we did it? We have been sponsoring so many the football tournaments, and we are still the sponsorship of the Turkish Airlines Euro League, which is the best basketball league throughout Europe. And we used and we work with celebrities, as you've seen in the commercial, Morgan Freeman, and we used some the popular football people, as we did in the last 12 years. This is our best part of Turkish Airlines, our product, we're proud of that. As a result of that, we have been selected as the best airline in the last 6 consecutive years by Skytrax. What are the best part of our product is, we have been selected as the best airline in terms of providing the best business class catering. And also, we have a very great, we have a young fleet, almost like lower than 7 years fleet age. We have evolved in-flight entertainment system. Again, catering, we used cabin chefs in the the long-haul flights. And as a result of that, we have been chosen the best business class catering airline in 2016 by Skytrax, and the 3rd best in economic class catering in 2016 again. We have a you have a Hilary's in the CIP saloon in London, Istanbul. And again, what we have here is, this is one of the greatest product of Turkish Airlines. If you make a connection via Istanbul, and if you have more than 8 hours, we take you from the airport and just show you the sightseeing part of Istanbul. We call it Tour Istanbul. People in the last year made a great attention to our product, almost like we carry out 50,000 passengers in our Istanbul tour package. What we have, this is a new airport in Taksim. New airport means, you can drop your baggage in Istanbul, in Taksim office. Turkish Airlines, the sub-stories, it's so detailed information. Yeah, I think it's much related to you. A couple of weeks ago, we got a call from a wine popular man, a French man. His name is Jérôme Jarre. And also a popular Hollywood actor, Ben Stiller, made a call to Turkish Airlines to help Somalia. Only legacy airline who is flying to Somalia is Turkish Airlines at the moment. So they call us to make the social campaign and to carry out some help to Somalia. So we prepared an aircraft and sent it to the Somalia. We called it Love Army for Somalia. And the result is we got so many the rankings in the trend list in Twitter, in French, and some other parts of the world. So we carry out the mobile food delivery points, shelter supports, and the mile donation campaign, transportation and cargo support we provide to Somalia. If you have a look about the PR reports, Turkish Airlines helped Somalia hashtag used almost like 630,000 times, and 2.1 billion potential views we reached almost like. So we made a great job to help Somalia. Yeah, thank you for being with us. I think your program is going to continue with Antalya. So, and no worries, you got rain in Istanbul, so you will come across to shiny days in Antalya. So, thank you for being with us, and thank you for being in Istanbul. And we would like to see you in Turkish Airlines flight soon. Thank you.